Hello, welcome to Mummy Meditations. I'm really glad that you're here, that you've found our website, and my name's Rachel Riddler, and I want to tell you a bit more about what Mummy Meditations is and how you can get involved. You've made it to the website. Here you'll find a community of mums who want to study the Bible more and who want to connect with God during the chaos of motherhood. So you're in the right place, and keep listening, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about who I am and the journey that I came to creating this. My name's Rachel Riddler. I'm the founder and facilitator here at Mummy Meditations, but this is not about me. This is about you. This is about empowering you to stay connected with God during this very busy, chaotic and confusing season of our lives that is motherhood. So I'll pop up around the website. You'll hear a bit more about my story. You'll see things about me, and I will facilitate the discussion. But I really want you to remember that this isn't about me. This is not my project. This is something that God put in my heart to encourage and inspire you. So this is about, empowering you, about getting rid of that guilt that you're not doing the same as other people or the same as you did before you became a mum, but that's okay. So I'll start off with sharing a bit about the journey of how Mummy Meditations began. So picture me on a train down to London. I was going to a job interview for a Christian charity, a job that I thought was perfect for me. It was all about friendship evangelism, and it sounded lovely. It was an amazing job. And as I was sat there in the interview panel asked me a kind of important, like a question about myself, about kind of what made me me, and I started going on about my heart for hospitality and how I wanted to feed 5,000 people in my house over my lifetime. And the woman went, "Oh, that'll make a great blog post. I'm sure our readers would love to know more about that." And my mind kind of, I didn't get the job, by the way, but you know what, my mind kind of flicked in that moment, and I went, oh, it could be a blog post. And I never even thought about writing a blog. I didn't really read blogs. I didn't know anything about it. But in that moment, God planted a seed that I should start writing a blog and encouraging other people. And I started a blog called Rachel Riddler Mum on a Mission. It's still going. If you want to kind of read some encouragement, do go over there and check it out. But through my blog, I kind of would write some things about me and my family and our faith and how we and just try and encourage other mums. 2 years on from that amazing kind of revelation that God gave me, my blog was sort of ticking along. It was all right, but I really felt that I needed to kind of take it further, go to the next level, kind of do a little bit more with it. And at the time, I was on a leadership academy with the church that I attended. And the first term's lectures had all been about spiritual discipline, about getting up at 5 a.m. and spending hours in your Bible and praying and prioritising all of those things. All really great things. But you know what? I was sitting there in those lectures listening, and my heart just cried. It cried because at that point I had a 3-year-old or 2-year-old, and I was pregnant expecting my second one, and I just couldn't do it. I was in listening to that, I was a failure, and I couldn't see any way that I could change that. I couldn't see any way out of it. As a mum, my life was too hectic. I was too tired. I was just weighed down by the weight of responsibility that just being a parent is. That I just couldn't face that. But everywhere I looked, I saw other mums feeling the same. This guilt that they couldn't keep up with others around them, and also with the relationship and the spiritual disciplines that they had before they became mums. And it really made me sad. And I kind of recognised that, you know what, your whole life changes when you have kids. And we accept that our kind of relationship with our husband will change as we become mummy and daddy and not just husband and wife, that relationship changes. And yet here we are expecting that our relationship with God would stay exactly the same when we became parents. And you know what? Things change, things move. God understands that we're in a different season of life, and why shouldn't it look different now that we're parents, now that we're mums? And so I started to think about what is a new way, what is a different way that I could spend time with God. What was a kind of a better way for the season that I was in? What was a way that I could connect with him that was good for me? daily devotionals and spending like an hour in the Bible, it was a habit that was waiting to be broken. And I felt like it wasn't achievable, it wasn't manageable. And so I thought, what is manageable? One single verse a week. I thought that was manageable. And I started studying one verse a week. I started digging into it really deeply. I started meditating on it, pondering on it. And I started to learn things about the Bible that I'd never learned before in my sort of 20, 30 years of being a Christian. And so kind of as I was learning more and kind of I think God was revealing things to me, I started writing about it and sharing it on my blog. And people started following along, people started commenting, and another amazing Christian blogger came up and said, you know what, I love what you're doing, I want to come on board and help you with it. And it was that push, especially during a particularly hard part of my life, that took me to starting the Mummy Meditations community. So we started it on Facebook, a kind of place where we could draw together all the people that were interested in studying the Bible in this way. And we would kind of share discussion questions, things that God had been revealing with us. And as time went on, I started trying to develop resources that would equip us to do that even better. So phone lock screens and workbooks and things like that. And this is where we've got to. You know what? God has kind of led me on this journey to try and kind of increase it and better it and make it even better and help it to reach even more mums who are in this place where, you know what, they're just so disheartened with life and with that they haven't got a relationship with God much in this season. And I want to encourage you, and I want to say, you know what, it's fine. We're all in this together. It's hard. Don't let your past relationship with God define you now. Don't let other people's relationship with God define who you should be now. You know what, embrace the season that you're in, and I want to encourage you just to connect with God in that season. So welcome to the website. Here you'll find lots of different things. So we've got an about section. If you want to find out a bit more about how Mummy Meditations works, that's a great place to start. So the bare bones of what it is and how you can get involved. If you then decide, you know what, this sounds great, I want to take part, then go to the sign up section and you'll find there are some free ways that you can get involved. The Facebook community is always going to be free and you'll find other people there to encourage and inspire you. And the summary posts that each week we study a verse, and at the end of the week I'll write up my thoughts about it, or someone else might, and that will be on here on this website every week, and with the verse for the next week as well. So you can get that absolutely free of charge. But you know what, if you want to get deeper and you want to get more, you can become a member or an ambassador, and there's more details about that in the sign up section. You can also visit the shop and get some resources to equip you. Fantastic things there, notebooks, verse of the week coasters, like loads of different things just to help you to get into this easier. And if you need a little bit more kind of convincing, or kind of need to know a little bit more about it, go to the testimonial section. I find that really powerful. It's where mums who have done this have shared a bit about their experience, and that's a really great way to get to know kind of what this is going to do, how it's going to affect you, and how it's helped other people as well. So this is not about me. I want to just empower you to have the best relationship with God that you can during the chaos of motherhood. And so welcome, especially if you just come here. And if you've got any questions, do get in touch. I love to hear from you. And yeah, all right, bye.